All right, everybody. Good late morning or early afternoon for some of you. And we're going to get back to the grind from yesterday. We had to pause this for a little bit because so much stuff was happening. But we're back now, and we are going to finish up our look at free agency as it pertains to right guards. And yesterday's video, for those of you who forgot, we took a look at some of the best, most expensive, and most desirable right guards on the market in free agency. So this video is going to be we're adjusting our eye line, right? We're aiming a little bit lower. This crew, and it's not going to be very many guys. We're just going to look at a few guys here. These are guys who would be okay. These are guys who would be a little bit of a gamble to maybe you get something good. These are guys you bring in to start because you don't want to just hand the position to Anthony Bradford. But more than anything, you're just kind of trying to buy time. Maybe you saw something with Bradford to where you think, oh, he will be good, but he's not there yet and he won't be there this year. Let's just bring a veteran in here to take snaps away from him while he gets this stuff figured out. We need to really have a full offseason plus at least part of this upcoming season to get him ready to really be able to play. But we don't want to break the bank on one of the really expensive guys, so let's go get a guy like this. So these are guys who can play. They're serviceable. In some they could be good, by the way. Like, I think that all three of these guys have some upside, but they're getting older. There have been some troubling signs, and if you have any of these guys circled as like a long-term right guard solution, you're probably going to be disappointed. First guy would be Kevin Zeitler, and Kevin Zeitler has had a very nice career. He's been in Baltimore lately. He was originally a first-round pick of the Bengals, but he's put together a really nice career, had a good season in 2023, part of a really good Baltimore Ravens offense, part of some really dominant rushing attacks in recent years. Really good player, but he's a couple weeks away, actually, from turning 34 years old. So this can't go on forever. By the way, he was already a bigger guy to start with. He's, according to PFF anyway, he's 345, 39. I don't consider him to be one of those guys who's a reputation for playing really well in space. So the scheme fit is not great. And at the end of the day, while he's still a really good player, it kind of feels like it's a sucker bet, right? It's the thing that sucks you in, and then you're like, oh, we just gave a bunch of money to a 34-year-old right guard. And by the way, I think it will be decent money. It's not going to be Robert Hunt money. It's not going to be Kevin Zeitler money. Excuse me. Why did I say Kevin Zeitler? Dotson money, the Rams guy. But it is going to be significant because he is coming off a good season, a healthy season. He's had a good career. You're going to be paying a little bit of a premium here because this guy has a very positive reputation in this league. And why would you do that when you don't have to? You can get somebody a little bit younger, a little bit less of a sure thing, but at the very least, you know he's not going to suddenly turn into, mulch on you because he got old. So not really into this one. Great player. Probably still has some pretty decent years left, but I don't want to be the team to give him like $6 mil, $7 mil a year to find out. And I do think that number would be realistic, and it might be a multi-year deal. So Zeitler, not really to my taste. Next guy, Vaitai. That's a tough one, but everyone just calls him Vaitai. So most people probably know this guy fairly well because of his name. It's a very memorable name. And you might also know him because he was a pretty good player not that long ago. I'm not really talking about 2023. He barely played. He played less than 200 snaps for the Lions. 2022, he didn't play at all. But you go back to 2021, his most recent full season, he played good. He was on that Eagles line playing right guard. Good player, respectable. Allowed 0 sacks, almost 1,000 offensive snaps. So this is a good player. Had some rougher years previously, but this was the year he had to play some right tackle because that was the year the Eagles got completely destroyed by injuries. So when you look at Vaitai, you see a guy that can probably still play, but it's been a couple years, and he's about to turn 31. So it's probably not going to be a big contract. Like, you might be able to get Vaitai for $3 million a year. 1 year, $3 million. Prove that you can still play football, and then try to go get some money next year. That's possible. So I wouldn't mind this. Again, this is the kind of guy that I look at and go, he might not be a very good scheme fit because he's getting older. These linemen typically don't move as well once they get older. Like Jason Kelsey is a exception. He is obviously somebody who I think there's a tremendously low floor here, right? Like, the injury could have just sapped the life out of him. But you could get him for cheap. You bring him in, and you could feel like, okay, we're going to give you the starting job until something happens. And we got Bradford waiting for when that thing probably does happen. But yeah, $3 million bucks, it would be okay. So none of that's super exciting. And this last guy, not really an exception. It's Trai Turner. This guy's been bouncing around the league for a while. He's a guy I've had my eye on in years past. He's a guy that I've wanted the Seahawks to bring in previous years. Never happened, obviously. Now he's about to turn 31, but I think he's got a little bit of life left in him. He did not play at all in 2023, so he's probably feeling pretty good. But last time he played, the results were not particularly good in 2022. Now, you peel it back a little bit more, you can find some good years from this guy. This guy was a pretty good player in previous years, but you can also find some really bad stuff, and at a certain point, you're like, okay, how far back am I going to go before it doesn't matter anymore? I mean, he's going to be 31 this year. How are you really going to say that any of this stuff from this long ago matters? It's another guy who hasn't played a lot of football lately. Like this is what you're down to when you're talking about these fringe starting right guard prospects. And I do think Trai Turner would be a guy who might be a decent scheme fit. He is talented. He does have some move abilities, but again, he's about to turn 31. You lose that stuff over time. Now, maybe he's feeling really, really good because he took last year off, basically. But that whole taking a year off thing, a lot of the time it backfires and it just sucks the life out of you. And then you got nothing left. But because of the circumstance, Trai Turner might be like $2 million or less. You might be able to get him for real cheap, and then you've got a competent starter while Anthony Bradford gets stuff figured out. It's viable. It's possible. So, given the fact that it's going to be super cheap, I don't mind it. I think him and Vaitai would both be cost effective, but it's a gamble. You're definitely taking a gamble that you don't necessarily need to take, especially if you feel like you have enough money to go get one of the big guns, like the Robert Hunts of the world. So, this is just kind of the less exciting option, but I did want to present them. And that's what I got for this video. So, I'll be seeing you guys in a couple hours. We'll do another video on right guards. We're going to take a look at some lower tier options. We're going to, again, kind of bring down our line of sight and try to find guys who would be good backups. All right. See you guys later. Go Hawks. Thanks for watching.